Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I really don't know what is going on with TikTok. I really don't. Um, it did it again. But nevertheless, as I stated, when I started out at 1, this will not take my joy. I can re-record. I've got it here and we can do this again. And another thing, you know what? I have not really shared in total my time on Facebook. So when I finish re-recording this, I will upload it on my Facebook page, which is Donna Rankins Johnson. Donna Rankins, Rankins Johnson. That's my Facebook page, as well as my YouTube channel, which is Tea with Lady DJ. So let's get started. This morning, we briefly went over fear, unforgiveness, and unbelief. And I left you with 3 questions to muse over. What has fear stopped you from doing? Who are you still holding in that cell? And you remember I said that it's a prison where you are both the inmate and the person holding the key. You built that prison, you've maintained it, and you've been sitting there, still holding on to it. So who are you holding in that cell? That was the question that was posed this morning. And where have you stopped believing in God? Where, when, why did you stop believing in Him? So acknowledge that some people have been sitting with those 3 questions and things have already started to surface. So let's go a little deeper into fear. Fear always sounds reasonable. It always has logic. It always has a what if. It always has a what if. But God is not standing at a distance watching you figure it out. He's not. He said, I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will hold you up. That is not a suggestion. That's a promise. And fear cannot survive in the presence of that promise if you choose to believe it. Fear cannot survive in the presence of that promise if you choose to believe it. So, what decision have you been sitting on? What step have you been avoiding? Fear has a specific address in your life. Call it by name. This that I'm doing today makes me remember when. You remember I told you last week, it's that uncomfortable middle of where you were and where you are now. I remember where I was. I remember how am I going to make it? What if? What if? I had so many what ifs. And he made me do this. He, the Father, had me to do this exercise. And the exercise was that I had to put his name on one side of the paper, God, and I had to put my ex's name on the other side of the paper. And he said, tell me why you fell in love with me. And I had to put down all of the reasons, because he is such a gentleman. He will never force himself on you. And then on the other side, I had to put down the reasons why I fell in love with my ex. And then when I finished, he said, now, have I ever treated you like that? Have I ever broken a promise to you? Have I ever? You sit down with that. And I stepped out on faith, believing and holding him accountable for everything that he promised. You're going to give me strength. You will help me. You will hold me up when I feel like I can't stand up on my own. You promised. I held him to that. Unforgiveness. Be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another. That's not weakness. That's the most courageous thing you will ever do. Do not judge, and you will not be judged. Do not condemn, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. You cannot receive what you are unwilling to give. That's not a threat. That's a principle. Who is it? Who is it? You know exactly who came to mind. That was not coincidence. That was an invitation. Unbelief. The person who wavers is like a wave of the sea, driven and tossed by the wind. And that is so many people right now, tossed between believing and doubting, between trusting and taking it back, between surrendering and trying to control it. A rhetorical question. How many of you have gone to the altar and you prayed the gates open and you said, Father, I'm giving it. I'm surrendering it to you. I need your help, Father. And when that prayer was over, how many of you got up, picked up 90% of what you just prayed about, and walked back to your seat? Between trusting and taking it back, what you said was, I don't know that I trust him. I don't know. I need to take care of this myself. The person who has all power, you decided that you needed to take care of it yourself. And how did that work for you? Without faith, it is impossible to please him. It's not difficult. It is impossible, because he is a rewarder of those who diligently seek him. But you have to believe it in your decisions, in what you are willing to step out and trust him for. Where have you taken it back from God? Where are you still trying to control what you said you surrendered? Where? Mm-hmm. Well, between now and 9:30 this evening, if you have not, go to my YouTube channel, which is which is Tea with Lady DJ. That's my YouTube channel, Tea with Lady DJ. Subscribe. It's free. Then turn your notifications on, because not everyone can make these 3 sessions. And if you can, I'm glad to have you. If you can't, it's okay, because it's there. And if TikTok keeps doing what it's doing, I have enough to go live on TikTok. But what? I haven't started trusting, right? I haven't started trusting that I can do it on TikTok. Just quick, just me thinking back. I would never be doing this had it not been for David Burris. And when I think back, 2022, because even though here and there, my words get ahead of me, but he challenged me to come on Facebook for at least 20 minutes. Pick a day, pick a time, whatever, but pick a name, but whatever. And look at this. 4 years later, my words don't get all jabbered up as much. I am soon going to be doing my audiobooks for Trilogy, for Before the Play. Before the Play is one of my new books that's coming out. And Closure. There is one that's coming out. It's called Closure. And this one is called Still Becoming, Grace Through the Journey. And I got all of my equipment. So my office is a mess because I got all of my equipment is here. So you all just keep me that I'm going to do this, because he promised. Yeah, he did. Look what you started, David. Anyway, until 9:30 this evening. That's 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific, 8:30 Central. I hope to see you then. Have an amazing afternoon.